It looks like an inland sea, but this used to be farmland. Hectare after hectare submerged by floods that have hit not only Cambodia, but also much of Southeast Asia. 160,000 homes flooded, 900 schools, and crucially more than 250,000 hectares of rice paddies, a tenth of Cambodia's farmland. The concern is that people could go hungry in the coming months if they can't replant crops that were lost.
I've never experienced floods like this before. We've lost our entire rice paddy and some other crops. We can't make any money now, so my husband and I are worried about getting enough food to eat.
Flooding happens every year during Cambodia's rainy season, but the government's Disaster Management Committee says this year's floods have cost the country at least $100 million.
We are facing a lot of problems and high costs because of the floods. We need to rebuild our infrastructure, our roads and our bridges.
Aid agencies, though, have been able to deliver supplies to some of the worst affected areas.
First of all, we have to evacuate the people as soon as possible, because the most important to get the people safe. They need somewhere to stay, and then to provide shelter. And the third step is to provide with the food items, relief items.
The government has allocated more than $50 million for the relief effort, but it says it could take at least 3 years to recover. Politicians say the floods are the worst since 2000 and that climate change is partly to blame. The floodwaters that have affected two-thirds of the country since August had begun to recede in the last few days, but the misery looks set to continue. With yet more rainfall now washing down the Mekong River, the floodwaters are rising again. Stephanie Scawen, Al Jazeera, Phnom Penh.